Terafab is a $16.8 billion semiconductor plant that has been given the final thumbs up to be built just 20 minutes from Bryan and College Station, Texas. And according to Elon Musk, this will be the largest building in the world. And according to SpaceX, it's going to bring 3,000 permanent jobs to our local area. And according to my sources, that means that we're going to have another 12 to 15,000 indirect jobs created as a result of this massive manufacturing plant. And what's crazy, what nobody is talking about, is this extremely high demand event has not been factored into our local prices yet. And the reason for that? Well, the rest of the Bryan and College Station Metro is deeply in a buyer's market. The market is very slow and very soft right now. So today I'm going to share with you exactly what's going on in Bryan and College Station Metro as a whole when it comes to the housing market. And then we're going to talk about what Terafab is going to change in a very specific geographic corridor. And I'm sharing all that with you because I love real estate. I'm a local investor myself, and I run a real estate team where we help investors make smart decisions here in Bryan and College Station, Texas. And I think one of the smartest things you can do is park yourself next to $16.8 billion worth of investment. So let's jump into our most recent housing market update for Bryan and College Station. The Bryan and College Station housing market, in short, is soft. It's as soft as I've ever seen it. I've been here for 6 years. Looking back at the data, I'd have to go back a decade and a half to find a time when we were softer than we are today. To put this into perspective, we just got data from July 2026, and our median house price is down 3.2% year over year. Furthermore, our months of inventory, which is a measure of a seller or buyer's market, is now at 6.2. That's up from 4.8 at the beginning of the year, and it's growing every single month. But to put the nail in the coffin on this one, guys, it's the active listings that really blow my mind. We're at 1,682 active listings. That number continues to increase, of course, because buyers aren't buying and builders are still building, which brings me to the two factors that are driving this soft market, which I don't think are going to slow down anytime soon. So first off, we have this very soft demand. There's not a lot of demand for housing right now because of affordability. And of course, affordability is driven mostly by interest rates, which are currently somewhere around 6.7%. And according to the big brains who make the predictions, we're not going to see 6.5 or below until well into 2027. That's not great news for the demand side of things. What about supply? Well, I look at the permits pulled for single family houses in Bryan and College Station, and the truth is new builders are still pulling permits to build new houses. So more supply is coming online. There's very little demand, which means we're going to continue to see this softening in the market, which isn't great, but things will change. And I think they'll change for a very specific geographic area. Of course, that's going to be the impact zone, the area that's going to feel the biggest impact from Terafab. As mentioned, Terafab will be a $16.8 billion manufacturing site for semiconductors. Now, this $16.8 billion is only phase one. They still have plans to build this thing up as big as a $50 billion manufacturing plant. Elon Musk is claiming this will be the largest building in the world. And according to my sources, 3,000 permanent direct jobs, 12 to 15,000 indirect jobs, and 10 to 20,000 construction jobs over the next 3 to 5 years. That is a lot of demand on our local market, particularly in one specific area. Now, in my opinion, that area that's going to feel the most demand will be the area between A&M and Terafab. And that connecting route is Highway 30. I think Highway 30 is the place to be over the next 5 to 10 years. You're talking about the two biggest economic drivers in our local area, the second largest university in the nation, and the largest building in the world, upwards of $50 billion worth of investments by SpaceX. That is absolutely huge. And as I mentioned, the market hasn't factored this in yet. So we have not seen residential housing prices increase along Highway 30 yet, meaning there's still a chance to get in on the opportunity. Now that's where I plan on parking my hard-earned money, but I want to hear from you. Are you looking into Terafab? Based on the growth of this site, based on the jobs created, where would you invest your real estate dollars? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're interested in this kind of stuff, I've got a whole series I'm doing on Terafab, starting from when we first heard about it to all my thoughts on it. Check that out here. This video will get you started.